This presentation is a brief version of how I discovered one of art history's smallest and most beautiful masterpieces. Now, this one's considered an impossible feat by all standards and experts. How can he be so sure? That's what you're asking yourself. So to convince you, I'm going to make you instant art experts. Please pay attention. This is Art Forensics 101. Now, in the beginning, we only had one view of ancient Rome, a 3-foot by 4-foot oil masterpiece painted by JMW Turner, one of history's most brilliant and prolific artists. But then there was this 12-inch by 16-inch oil painting of exactly the same image. Well, your brain is saying nice copy or fake, but you're going to be wrong on both accounts. To achieve your expertise, I'm going to share with you 3 of the discoveries I made on the back of this painting. In 1970, I took the restoration material off the back of the painting, and it revealed 11 separate inscriptions that had been hidden for over 100 years. All of these inscriptions were dated to Turner's time. Now, this was an amazing discovery in itself and provided 53 years of great and successful research, all authenticating this masterpiece. But fast forward to the last 6 months, when I began researching the inscription on the back. The large inscription on the top of the frame is November 30th, 1807. This has been proved to be in Turner's writing. It's written clearly across the back of the frame. History tells us that Turner painted this masterpiece in 1839. So we have a 32-year discrepancy here we're going to make up, so please pay attention. Now, Turner was named a professor of perspective at the Royal Academy in November 2nd, 1807. So 27 days after he was granted his professorship, he dated this painting and started this image. Remember, this date is written across the back of this frame. So, history tells us, of course, that this was painted in 1839. How is this possible? Duplicate images 32 years apart. Well, if you come in close, you can see a large number 9 floating here before the date, 1807. Well, this is amazing. 9 on a frame, 9 lives, 9 wives. What's going on? 32 years of difference in 2 masterpieces? Well, in 2010, Paul Barreau, the amazing photo scientist in Canada, gave us his report on this small painting. Now, you might remember he discovered the fingerprint on the Da Vinci the year before in 2009. But in his report to us on this painting was an amazing 8x10 photograph. Now, the photograph, it reaches under the first layer of paint and shows us the original sketch and oil painting of the view of ancient Rome. Now, remember, there was a 9 on the painting. Well, we have, from Turner's sketchbooks, we have his 9-point grid. And also on this painting, over the original painting and the sketch, is his finely drawn 9-point grid. So here you're looking at completely confirming information that this is the original lost masterpiece of the view of ancient Rome. Let's take a moment to return to JMW Turner's smallest masterpiece and the incredible image that lies just below the surface paint, as you can see in this wonderful photograph provided by the photoscientist Paul Barreau. Just under the top layer of paint, you see the complete process of how Turner created this painting. Here you see the original compositional sketch and Turner's use of the 9-point grid over the sketch. Then you see how he used the white footprint over the grid to define how he would ultimately use and transfer the composition to the larger surface, and use the white footprint to develop color and atmosphere over the original painting to develop his quality of light. This suggests that Turner might have finished the larger painting along with the smaller study 32 years later, when he completed and showed the large version of the view of ancient Rome in 1839, also known as Agrippina Landing, the Ashes of Germanicus. This large painting now hangs in the Tate Museum. In closing, I would like to share with you this amazing new technique which we've developed for this presentation. we have three gifts: the shift between the original painting, which you've seen today, and the Tate version, The View of Ancient Rome. All of these findings, as well as much more, are in our new book and on the website, jmwturnerslostmasterpiece.org.